Pluto's hot shit. Never being worth it, baby. Hot shit. Ah, see? Doesn't work. We can be over here now, though. What did I just hear? I can hear myself. Why? Oh, there we go. I have the YouTube stream up. Guys, we're on YouTube again. And everything's broken. Oh, man. It literally does nothing. Yeah, if we were on this screen at the time, it would have done this. Look, a cat. It's there. Hikaru. How are you doing, my friend? It's so good to see you. 30 months. Thank you so much. I thought, Hikaru, didn't you resub last week? My brain hurt, but you know what doesn't hurt is my heart, because I have Hikaru in my life. How are you doing, my friend? And yeah, there's Sable. So the camera does work. She's upset. She's got airplane ears. Tired. I feel that, and I feel you. Now, some of you might be wondering, why are we on the PNG? Because if you pay attention to gaming related, I did have my camera fixed. My camera was working on Sunday. But guess what it's not doing is working today. It might have to do with the fact that I put my computer to sleep instead of turning it off when I left the house. Because a couple things weren't working when I sat down to get stream ready. But also it just might be something inherently fucked with my computer. So I'm going to have to play with that. And I will say, I'm especially upset about it because you guys know I don't like to brag. I don't have the highest self-esteem, but god damn, I look good today. Hair, peak, shirt, buttoned, only halfway up my torso, chain, real pants. I'm balling out today. Go show us at the cat cam. That angle is not gonna look good, brother. That angle is not gonna look good. I mean, I guess I could. It'll at least show the fit, right? Not really. I say, well. The fit is fire with proper lighting and camera angles. I was so ready to have it like imprinted on the internet how fine I can be if I put in a little bit of effort. Unfortunately, that's just not going to be the case today. But I have the outfit and I like the outfit, so we'll pull it out again later when I get the camera thing fixed. I'm really upset that it's not working, to be honest with you. Ow! Tomorrow's graduation and I have to get up early. Oh no, Hikaru, like what time? Like what time are we thinking? Because dude, I bet your regular day is early to me. Goodness. Oh no, but also, oh yeah. Like 5:30 a.m. No, thank you, bestie. No, thank you. I go to sleep at that hour now. Yeah, not too far off. So guys, I'm going to be honest. Okay? I'm going to be really honest. 2026 has sucked. It's not been great. And today I was feeling nostalgic for a time that was a little bit better. So I'm going to immerse myself in that time. And we're going to play Get to Work. I loved when Get to Work came out. I loved that era of stream, of my life. So we're going to immerse ourselves in it a little bit, and we're also going to see how rusty I've gotten. But just playing this game, hanging out with you guys, listening to music. Those song requests are on, by the way, so ship that shit if you've got some music you want to listen to. It just this is where we're meant to be. This is where we're meant to be. It's Leon on the magazine. That's actually insane and very indicative of what a friend of mine said when the game first came out. Because unfortunately, I think our faces do look kind of similar. Goat, thank you very much for the hydrate. I'm actually drinking water today. Can you believe it? You probably won't because I, you know, don't have my camera on. Hang on 1 second. My controller's dongle was plugged into the wrong computer. Had to run and get it. Fruit, how you doing? Good to see you, brother. God damn, why am I so fast? It feels faster than I remember. Maybe I just don't remember it very well. Hey, Leon, what if we get a 500,000 point redeem for you to go bald? Or 1 million if you feel like it's too little. Well, I'm not going to lie to you, Fetal. Are you trying to turn it up or down? Oh, you turn the music up a little bit, Fruit. Heard. Thank you for doing that, Fruit. I'm not gonna lie to you, Fetal. I have been thinking recently about cutting my hair. Just a smidge? Heard. Thank you. I appreciate you. I've been thinking about cutting my hair, and when I say cutting it, I mean chopping it. Do I think it'll look good? No. But I've been talking to my doctor. He has it in his head that he can get me down to like 180, 190 pounds. And I feel like that's going to go easier if I'm working out regularly. And if I'm going to work out regularly, it's just going to be a lot easier if my hair is short. Go full bald. I'm not the one you have to convince about that. I've thought about going full bald before, but RB said no. I'm biffed. I'm biffed. I'm biff. Signs of recession right there. Signs of recession. Leon's going bald. I really love this song, by the way. I'm gonna get you while you're hot. Hey, yo, Goose? First of all, Goose, how you doing? And second of all, what do you mean by that? What length? Like, short. Like, to where I can wear one of my fabric headbands and keep my hair completely out of my face. And depression? Well, you got my ass there. You got my ass there. That's what the meds are for. What length? All night long. Goose, I'm going to introduce you to 16 inches of solid steel. Though, Hikaru, truth be told, you are far more hair savvy than I am. So if you have any thoughts or ideas of styles that you think might look good on me, please hit me up. Because the most I'm thinking about right now is just going to Great Clips and telling them, like, give me 2 finger length and let me die. It has been a while. I think your hair makes you look older. You used to look like a young man. Now you look like a guy that has a 401k. God, I wish. That's kind of why I like the long hair. I do think it makes me look a little bit older. And I think I have a baby face. So I kind of need all the help I can get in that arena. Please don't do that. I mean, I think my hair's going to be short to the point where I'm probably going to wear a hat most of the time. Because I don't like myself with short hair. I just know it'll be the most, like, convenient for me if I'm trying to get fit. Why did that stop? Why did I slow down? Though maybe in these unprecedented times, I need to feel a little younger again, you know? Feel like a kid again. 11 out of 10 hairstylists say bald is the way to go, even if it goes against your partner's wishes. The thing is, I want my partner to think I'm attractive, and if she doesn't like the bald look, then I'm not going to go there unless I'm forced to at some point. I remembered Smiling Friends is over. Yeah, Smiling Friends is over. At least for the time being. They kind of left it open-ended, but that be it. But yeah, just so everybody knows, because I wanna share my fitness journey, at least to a certain degree. I don't see myself becoming a fitness influencer or anything like that by any means. But I wanna share with you guys the journey that I go on. I am as of right now, I am 287 pounds, and that may be surprising to some of you. I carry that weight better than a lot of people might carry 287 pounds, but I don't want to be 287 pounds. I went to my doctor for a checkup. He said, you know, you're a little above where I would like to see somebody of your size. I went to talk about health stuff with him, about like diet and like what we can do to sort of go about righting the ship. And he is under the impression by this time next year he could have me at 185 to 90. Now, I don't feel like that's very realistic. I just feel like I have too wide of a build. I'm too big of a guy for that to be a healthy weight. But I'm willing to hear him out, and I'm willing to try. I would guess you're at most 250. That's what I tend to get. That's what I tend to get. Also, thank you, Goose. Almost as sad as when Bluey ended. Did Bluey end? I've never seen an episode of Bluey. To be honest, Pim and Charlie remind me of Mimir and you for some reason. Gleb is sleepy and Ellen is Colin, maybe. That's I'm gonna screenshot that. Okay, so Fetal, if me and Mimir are Pim and Charlie, who's Pim and who's Charlie? Leon, my favorite lurker. Kovu, my favorite twink. How you doing, brother? You are Charlie? That's interesting. Because I've been compared to Pim before. I'm built like you? Yeah, but you represent yourself on the internet with a twink. So you're a twink by proxy. Remember I told you a time ago that it reminded me of you? I do think I remember that, because twinks are hot and people like them. I mean, bears are hot and people like them too. It's all a matter of taste. Right, forgot about that. There's one of the, like, bigger up-and-coming streamers, not necessarily up-and-coming, he's been in the game for a while, but like he literally represents himself as a heavy-set bear. It's the whole vibe for me, comfy clothes with a hat. I can get down with that. I can get down with that for sure. They killed the sister dog off in Bluey? I'm sorry, what? Year from now, losing 100. You got this, Boo. Thank you, Goose. I appreciate you. I've never felt good about my body. It's always been a point of difficulty for me, and especially so since sort of putting myself out there on the internet. And you all have always been so incredibly kind. It's just always a concern. Even if you're met with only positivity when it comes to your physicality, it really only takes a couple times in your life of being ridiculed to really sink in. Let that sink in. Bingo died. Is that the sister from Bluey? I still remember the tricks. I still got it like that. I do have a 2.0 model that's going to be in the works this month. Ooh, Kovu! Kovu, gimme secrets. I'm going to need to run it back. I don't think I can make that jump from here. Let it ride! Yeah, what's been going on? Sometimes I just slow down for no discernible reason. Speaking of, hang on. Speaking of let it ride. Wait, what was that? Wait, I saw something on my screen, goddammit. Integrations, voice control. I don't have StreamerBot set to automatically start listening to me for the voice commands. So sometimes I forget to turn it on. Let it ride. There we go. I want to see if there's a way that I could put the tape tools overlay over top of my screen. Because if you guys didn't know, the Tangia overlay now feeds over my game for me personally. Well, in that case, it feeds over my screen. So if you do like the flashbang or anything, like that actually hits me. I want to see if I can do that with tape tools also. Well, in that case, let that sink in. See, why is that happening? Don't tell me my controller's faulty. I love this thing. Anyway. Yeah, my doctor says I can get down to 185 by this time next year if I follow the Mediterranean diet and I be at least minimally active. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you guys updated. We have an appointment in 2 months, and he says if I lose even 5 pounds by then it will be an indication of good things. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, it's not the right size. Part of the screen was not flashbanged. I'm sorry, hang on. Did it play the flashbang? Because I didn't see that shit at all. Oh, the Tangia overlay didn't start up? I thought that would start up automatically. Tangia monitor overlay. Okay, my bad, OG. I think that was just fruit with the mod commands, so I think that's okay. Oh, there it is. Fruit, will you ping me in the mod chat to fix the Tangia overlay? I think that I don't know what I was thinking just then. To fix the Tangia overlay, because I think it's something on the overlay settings, like on the website itself, why that isn't lined up. I think. Because it wasn't lined up last time either. Yeah, Anna Foxy jump scare. Yeah, I didn't see any of that. It's open now, though. At least it was nobody like paying bits to make that stuff happen. It was just Fruit pushing buttons, so. It was supposed to be like 180-ish too for my height. How tall are you, Kobu? Okay. See, like that. I finished Subnautica Below Zero, by the way. What did you think of it? 6-1? Me too, brother! Wow, we really are built like each other. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. You got the linebacker shoulders? That's what I never followed football, but that's what my dad always used to say. I got that wide build. That's what makes me think 185 is kind of unreasonable, but I'm not the doctor. I meant Below Zero. Below Zero by the second one, by the way. Wait, so did you play Below Zero or the second one? Well, I guess, well, no, because Subnautica Below Zero is the second one, but it's not Subnautica 2. Why did I keep doing the same thing, man? I meant the previous message. So you finished Below Zero, and now you're waiting for the Subnautica 2 full release. I'm doing the same thing. I think the smartest thing objectively would have been for me to start streaming Subnautica 2 as soon as it came out, but I really want to wait for the full release so we can play it all at once. And like in its full capacity. My doctor also recommended intermittent fasting, which I had always heard being kind of a split thing. I don't know. But dog, it's what he does, and man, my doctor looks good. I'm supposed to be going up to the right. I'm stupid. It's been a while. I do it, it's not too bad. Really? I would love to hear more about that, Hikaru. I know that like part of it is skipping breakfast, and I do that half the time anyway, so that I'm not too concerned about that. But yeah, I would love to hear more about like your experience with it. My biggest issue is like late night. I get late night cravings. Like I get snacky. Part of me is hoping I finally got my ADHD meds today, by the way, after like 2 months of trying to get these little shits. So I'm hoping that'll help. I can just kind of focus on things and not get distracted by cravings. I don't know. Maybe it's wishful thinking, but I'd like to think that going to all these doctors is helping. Oh, that's right. I can just ramp off that little thing. I'll remember that. I feel like Below Zero is missing some Leviathans and threats. That is fair. I've never actually played Below Zero. Arby played it, though, and she kind of had the same opinion. Not as good at the first. Still a good game, but... Dog, I am avoiding Subnautica 2 spoilers like the plague. It's hard, man. Milk, how we doing, brother? Wonderful to see ya. Thank you for the lurk. Oh, and Boop! Boop, how you doing? By the way, if you choose the Legacy version on Steam properties for either Subnautica 1 or Below Zero... Damn. Yeah, I started at 12-12, so 12 hours I can eat and 12 hours I don't, then slowly increase the time I don't eat. Interesting. Did you, like, play around with different, like, windows of time? Obviously, like, part of the... Well, do you count the time that you sleep? So, like, well, clearly if it's at 12-12, but... So, like, it's easy to... Well, if you sleep 8 hours, then all you really have to do is just 2 hours before bed and 2 hours after you wake up, you don't eat, right? That sounds so much more doable than... than the way a lot of people make it sound. To start, yeah. Right, to start. Yes. That makes sense. You did say that. You did say that, and I brushed right over that part. Damn. If you do the Legacy Edition, you can install a mod to play the multiplayer. I believe it was called Nitrox. I have heard of that. I don't know if I would do that. I also, like, I don't know if I'm going to play Subnautica 2 multiplayer, because I feel like part of the, like, Subnautica experience is feeling like you're alone in the deep ocean. Gotta get back into being more strict about it. Vacation messed up my timing. I feel like you're allowed to be a little messed up on vacation. Allowed to dial it back, let yourself hang loose a little bit, but I definitely feel like it can be hard to get back on a strict regimen after you've been off of it for a little bit. But my doctor was just making it sound like it could be so easy. And he put it in a way that I've never had somebody put it before that really made me think. Which was that there are so many people, in particular in America, that think they don't need to lose weight or they don't need to do anything for their health because they feel fine or they feel good, when in reality, it's not that they feel good, it's that they don't feel bad. They don't have the context to know, like, what it's like to feel good, necessarily, like physically. Which was a little bit of a mindfuck at the time, because I thought about it and I was like, yeah, I don't think I've ever felt bad, but, like, I've never been what could be considered a healthy weight. So I don't know if I am missing out on that. And then I think about, like, how exhausted I can get at parts of the day and, like, normal life things that can be a struggle, and it's like, well, damn. Maybe I'm not doing right by myself. TBH, you should play the first one, like, have as a goal to play Subnautica and Below Zero before Subnautica 2 full version comes out. I think we got time before Subnautica 2 full version comes out, but that could be pretty good. Maybe we could do, like, a channel point goal or something. Those feel like a good way to gauge interest about a series or a game. And that is definitely one I would have to kind of gauge. Was fasting from 6 p.m. to 8 a.m. before. Gotcha. I bet I could do that. Well, for instance, today I didn't eat until, like, 4. Granted, I ate too much at 4 because I went to Chili's, but... I just really want this year... Like I said, so far, this year's been kind of shit. I don't want it to be that anymore. So if I can come out of this year feeling better about my body and my mind, loving the people around me, and knowing that I'm loved, and you know, a financially fruitful career wouldn't hurt either. If I can make that happen this year, then I think I'll be in a good spot. Love you, Hikaru. It's just tough, man. So much, like I have so much to thank Twitch for and to thank streaming for. The internet's also burned me, man. Handful of times at this point. So I just really want to start hammering in on the positives. So we're making moves this year. We're getting hunky. We're going to play some sick-ass games. I have some delightful content ideas in the works. And I hope to be closer with the people that I'm close to. Feeling better about your body will help a lot with the mind, too. Though I hear. Well, things are usually related to each other. 100%. 100%. Part of the struggle is just, for those that don't know, I am diagnosed depression and ADHD. And I'm never going to use that as an excuse for anything. But it has its own challenges that kind of get tacked onto everything else. And I do hope that starting a more active, healthy lifestyle will help. But I'm also seeing a psychiatrist. I want to go back to... I don't want to go back to therapy, but I recognize that that's what would be best for me. Boom. Ripped that shit, by the way. Diagnosed depression here. Without help, it becomes a circle. Feeling bad about yourself or not being able to do things. Oh, 100%. 100%. Dog, I got caught in a rut. I want to say midway 2024. Things got so bad that's when I started to finally look in the mirror and be like, maybe this is clinical. Maybe I'm not just, you know, overreacting or whatever. It's a tough place to be without a system. Anyway, apologies for all that. I'm not trying for this to become a bummer. I think this game just definitely brings out the it brings out the yapper in me a little bit. Makes me want to discuss like more long form topics. The nostalgia, it's definitely also the nostalgia. I mean, that's where this started. That's where this started with me being nostalgic for the first time I was playing this and thinking about how life was then and how it is now, and it's certainly not bad now, but some things have happened between then and now that I would have rather didn't. Talking about yourself isn't a bummer. I appreciate that, Chase. I appreciate that. There's an element of... Also, welcome in, by the way, Chase. There's an element of streaming where you feel like you have to be entertaining, which, like, you should feel that way because it's your streaming. You should be entertaining. And I feel like that can get misidentified a lot as not being real, necessarily. But they can... Whoa! Oh, man. But they can live together. They can be one and the same, I suppose. Love this game. I love you. Hi, Matt. No, it makes me nostalgic. Castle Miner Z. I have no idea what that is. I have not once heard about this. But Matt, Chase, how y'all doing? Welcome in. Take a seat. Make yourselves at home. One of those Xbox Live Arcade games. I never really played those. I think I had an Xbox 360 back in the day, but I don't think I really ever had Live. And then I swapped to PlayStation. I've seen this game a bunch, but never thought about it. Why on his hands and knees? Because you gotta have that grind set, Chase. Listen, if you're gonna get to work, if you're gonna make it happen, sometimes you really gotta get on your hands and knees and work. You gotta work it. Please, please, no. Damn it. Hello, and I get that it feels hard to be authentic and an entertainer at the same time. Yeah, it's a difficult balance to strike, but it's one I've always wanted to shoot for. Which is why, like, you know, I go to the doctor, I talk about health, I talk about goals that I have and why and then I come on stream and we'll do the funny ha-has, of course, but I'll also, like, talk about it, because there's a certain amount of escapism that I want to provide. But there's also a certain level of comfort that I want to provide in that we're all in this together, you know? Strength in numbers. That's the whole point. So I hope we strike a decent balance here. Damn. Slender the Arrival. That makes me pretty nostalgic too. That was one of those like earlier YouTube era games that I never really got into. Like I watched a decent amount of like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, but I think I skipped those videos. Skirt. Which is ironically what I like so much about this game is it's inherently silly game. And we kind of just get to let our minds wander. We get to go where the conversation takes us. We get to listen to music together. By the way, Chase and anybody else who's interested, as Fruit and Matt are both displaying in their own ways. We do have song requests open. If anybody has any tunes. Hang on. For sure, I truly feel that you bring that with every stream I watch or when we just hang out. I appreciate that so much, Matt. Speaking of Matt, me and Matt hanging out, Matt's going to be on stream tomorrow with us. And we're going to be looking at that online list we were talking about before of all of the Pokemon and the people that leave reviews talking about their favorite Pokemon. So we're going to be clowning on people and sharing our own hot takes, I'm sure. I'm here from a while ago when you were playing For the King with some friends. That's right. That's right, Chase. Hello. My friends and I kind of fizzled out, enjoyed while it lasted. So what my friends and I did is we were playing a lot of For the King, like at least once a week for like 3 hours. And then we heard that they were coming out with a couple DLCs. So what we decided to do was start playing Baldur's Gate 3. And then we said when we finish Baldur's Gate 3, they'll have come out with like 4 or 5 different DLCs. And then we would jump back into it fresh. and we're almost done. So any of the DLCs that have come out in like the last year, we haven't touched yet. I really clotheslined the guy. Holy shit. Oh god, I felt that one. Wait. Where the hell does this go? Nowhere, if you're me. All right. Exciting? I'm excited. I'm sorry to hear that you guys fizzled out. What game are you and your friends playing now? Curious what y'all moved on to. Because For the King, it's such a good game, and I feel like there are so few games out there like it. Like, you decide you're done with For the King, where do you go? Oh, I could have gone up there! Oh. God. All right. I wish we got Baldur's Gate 3 DLC, like big new sections to explore. I wish that also. Me too. I loved Baldur's Gate. That being said, I mean, I'm excited for the new D&D game coming out. I'm also excited for what Larian is working on right now, but I just have such a love for D&D 5th edition that I don't know if a game is ever going to hit like that again, which is really sad to say, but also just a testimony to what that game meant to me. I wish they stuck with it for just a little bit longer. There we go. That's a good question. I play FPS games mostly when I play, so now I'm on Apex Legends. I hate to admit it, but I grew up on FPS. I get that. I get that. It's really interesting because I'm in the same boat, Chase. I grew up on FPS, but I hardly play any FPS nowadays. Indie games grabbed me by the throat and did not let go. I think the most FPS thing I play now is when I play Deathslinger on Dead by Daylight. I would say Destiny 2 because I used to play that a long time ago, but rest in peace, Destiny 2. Scooby Dooby Dooby. What the hell? All right, now we're a junior financial analyst. I've never even tried Apex. I have friends that play, but like I never. You're welcome for the Scooby-Doo. What the hell is this? And don't say Scooby-Doo. Fire? I mean, yeah. And then, of course, obligatory Xbox 360 kid playing Halo Reach. I just got the notification for the stream on my phone. Good job, Twitch Mobile. Thanks for the help. I appreciate it. Of course, a 360 kid on Halo. Yeah. Of course, of course. Damn. That's crazy. This is from a bootleg Scooby-Doo Flash game. Incredible. But the thing is, man, that, like, when I was a kid, I didn't really have many friends that... Like, I didn't have friends to play games with for the most part. So a lot of games like Halo, like Forge, that people have such fond memories of, I maybe played with people, like, a collective 5 times. Hey, boop. Thank you for the prime sub, big dog. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Enjoy that ad-free viewing and all them Leon Lilion emotes. We will have a custom animated emote soon. Art Womble, who was in here the other day, our modern friend Peppy gave me a coupon for an animated emote done by him, so have to get that done soon. I was a Nintendo kid in a PlayStation school. Oh, man. I was just a socially awkward kid in a mean school. That's a metaphor. You know what, Matt? That's a metaphor. Sometimes we're all Nintendo kids in a PlayStation school. Halo 2 and 3 were the days. See, I didn't even play 2 and 3. I think I only ever played Reach. That was when I, like, became the age that my parents would buy me those types of games. Don't get me wrong, I still wasn't. I don't think I was a... I don't think... Was I a teenager yet? I don't remember. It's been a long time. I'm old now. I buy my own R-rated games now. M-rated. I don't buy games. Do I dare song request from the worst video game songs of all time? You follow your heart, man. The gun's there for a reason. I'm not telling you who to shoot. I think I reached the final mission in Horizon Zero Dawn. God damn. Congratulations. Another game series I've heard nothing but good things about, but have never touched. Frick. I'm a problem. God damn. Here comes the first bad thing. It's too big. Too big? Like of a game file? I don't think I make that. Or just too big of a game. Like too long of a game. Damn. Like with the movement there is and the pace of the game, the open world feels like too much. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, man. I'm a sucker for an open world game. When a game seems like it was made into an open world game for no reason, and people are like, "Who is this for?" It's me. It's for me. Friday Chinatown. But there are very genuinely just some games that didn't necessarily need to be open world. You can get away with. Ooh. You can get away with a lot of world without it being an open world. Leon, when you hopping on Forza Horizon 6, as soon as Keymailer responds to my request for a key for Forza Horizon 6. Damn. Because I did put in a request. And I said I would guaranteed cover it on the channel, especially now that I have a wheel and pedals. But they have not denied it. They have not accepted it yet. We're just still waiting to hear back. It's like a rune dice that I got from Keymailer. We're gonna be playing a game sometime this week, probably tomorrow after Pokemon Time with Matt, called The Chicken Who Never Skipped Leg Day, and it's just another like rage game climber. So should be interesting. Damn it. Rage games? Yeah, like this is technically a rage game. Though I have seen there's been some like separation where people are calling some things rage games and other things are precision climbers. But I'm pretty sure we're splitting hairs at that point. The precision is what makes it ragey. Take a look at the one I'm sharing you through Steam. What? I see. I'll take a look at that in 1 second. I can rock through the end of this this section. Who was here when we were playing through this game the first time? When we were just like genuinely playing it the first time, and then when we were starting to speedrun it. I think at my peak was, I want to say, like 35 minutes for the whole game. And my lowest point was when it took me 7 hours. Damn. See, okay, hang on. You almost fucked me there. I don't know if it's my controller or if it's the controls, but sometimes it brings up that little menu. Why are you in Italian? Why are you blue? Jesus Christ, that was loud. Italiano, eh? Hi, Havoc. I am Italian, but I do not speak Italian. I wasn't, but I think I was for sure teasing at one point with my 27-minute time. Yeah, Matt had me beat. Yeah, Matt, I think we started yapping, like, literally sandwiched between me beating the game for the first time and me speedrunning the game. So the perfect time for you to make fun of me. Yo, same. I look more Scottish, though. Real? Me and Havoc. We got prosciutto in our veins. Pasta sauce. I hardly know a sauce. At least that's what my dad told me. My dad said that he's like he's Czech and he's Italian. Which results in him being the least white-looking European man I've ever seen. I got in a fight with my grandma on my mom's side because she was like, "Your dad's a white man." I was like, "Grandma, you can see the melanin. This is not a white man." Okay, well, this is deeply unfortunate. Damn. We can do this recovery, though. What do you know about the gabagool? I'm saying some of these folks, they don't know where their ancestors came from. Some of these folks, they don't know how to show proper respect to the family. Ain't know nothing about the gabagool. I'm going through this playlist and somehow it has a worse version of It's a Small World? What? Well, I'm Chilean, Spanish, and Peruvian, as far as I know. I was about to be the dumbest ass in the world and say, oh, okay, so, like, so really just, like, very South American, completely ignoring Spain. I send it, you'll hate it. Thanks, man. What's the lore on the antenna message? Because I just read that and lacked context. Oh, okay, so we have a feature here on Stream Chase called the Pin of Shame. And it's when somebody says something out of pocket enough, it gets highlighted and it gets stuck in the top right corner. Nobody said anything too crazy this stream. That's the only reason why we haven't changed it. I'm going to be honest, that was from last stream. I don't remember the exact context. Wow, I biffed that. Wow, I biffed that. I biffed it harder than anyone's ever biffed anything before. TBH, I would ignore it too. Man, we hate those guys. I would imagine so. See, I was going to say it, but it didn't feel like my place to say. Isn't that the left corner? Did I say right corner? Biff that too. Biffmeister Prime. Call me the Biffmaster General. Clocking in at the Goo Factory. Or wait. Okay. Sleepy, I thought you said cocking in at the Goo Factory. And I was going to be like, you know what? Respect. Please. Cocking in at the Cock Factory. What was the context for that? She hates it when I call it an antenna. It was Womble saying something sexual. Por que no las dos? I'm known for my cock. I don't think that's true. I think you're lying to me. I don't think that's correct. That is not correct. Because according to the encyclopedia... A lot of Spanish people think of America as the lesser Spanish-speaking countries because they colonize us and look at us as less developed. I sure hope that's not the case for the majority of people anymore. It's 2026. Why not both? Why not both what, Fruit? Why not both what? Speaking about Italian, I got an entire tray of tiramisu from work today. God damn! W. Hikaru. I love that for you. I think this world could be a better place if more people had more tiramisu. Nothing, man, nothing. No, 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 no. Walk that back. Walk that back. What do you want about? It's not a majority anymore, but still a lot of people. Damn. Isn't it so fun, chat, learning about racism from other cultures? Mom said we have racism at home, and she's right. But there's all kinds of flavors out there. I ain't no snitch. Dude, you're a mod. That's like your whole job. No. All right, that's fine. Okay. Almost back up and over. I was so close, too. I literally said, all right, I can finish up this level real quick. And then I got fucking boofed. Like Adam Levine, he even disabled his comments because it was too much. Really? That's crazy. Hi, Blue. How are you? I'm ready for the city pop to turn into god-awful music. It's coming. It's right around the corner. You never expect it, but it's there, waiting. Hey, chat. If I ever do some despicable shit, hold me accountable, yeah? I have to get up at like 4 to 5 a.m. so I can start job training at 7. Damn. Like, it'll be great for you, but I don't envy that. Oopsie daisy. I mean, I hope you wouldn't. And obviously, I have no intent to. Anybody... It feels weird to say this, because it happened in the public space. So, like, it's up for public discussion, but also, I don't know. Now that I am technically a content creator, it feels weird to talk about other creators' drama. There's just some nonsense happening in the PokeTuber community on YouTube at large. And it's not like, it's not indicative necessarily of some things I've experienced these past couple of years, but it is like, I don't know. The concept of being hurt or betrayed or abandoned or disregarded by somebody you care about is something that is a part of it that definitely rings true. So it's just been on my mind recently, and like, when is there not drama in the Pokemon community? I mean, that's real. That's real as hell, dude. Like, second only to the Minecraft community at this point, I think. So it's just been on my mind a lot, and I've just been thinking, like, just remember that content creators are just people, and sometimes people are evil and pretend to be good. Guard your hearts, that's all. And if I ever do some fucked up shit, which again, no intent to, desperately I'm not, but like, if I did, Matt, you gotta sign up to beat the shit out of me. You can be the people's representative. Give me the people's elbow. Have you tried to just not think and ignore bad feelings? You know what, man? I really did. I did for a long time, and that's why it took me until I was 24 to get diagnosed with depression. What is the context for all the hot women? What? What? I'm sorry? Oh, shit. Oh, right. I forgot that you could see those in, This is awful. Can we, Do anybody, it's if you guys like this song, then we can keep it, but like, mods, you have the power and the right. I'm on mobile, sorry. It's a chat command, brother. I promise to give my duties to Sleepy. No, but see, it needs to be somebody that's physically capable of beating the shit out of me. Because if I do something fucked up, I probably think I'm in the right for it. All right, doing it myself. For sure, I just share the bad. You can shoot it down. We'll take it in. We'll enjoy it, and then we'll skip it. So for the context for the, I took my hand off the controller. I took my hand off the part of the controller that grabs. To answer your question about the hot women, when Womble was here, last stream, I think, we got to talking about, The road to El Dorado. And so, of course, we started talking about Chell from Road to El Dorado. Arby was in the room, and we asked Arby to rate Chell on a scale of 1 to 10, and she said 7.5. So myself and chat demanded to know who would rate higher than Chell on her scale, because 7.5 is insane. That's enough of that. And then yeah, Genesis Evangelion, Nintendo 64. Okay. So chat was giving some examples for Arby to pick between. And the mods were being very helpful and putting all of the attractive animated women onto the screen. Now we just talk about looks, or are you including personality? It depends on the speaker. So we absolutely can include personality. Also, Flynn, happy 15 months, Flynn. How are you? It is delightful to see you. What's the haps, my friend? Big thank you for the support. This is an official version of this song. And suddenly I'm happier. I didn't think I could be happier. But here I am. I could beat the shit out of you emotionally. I will break you until you weep like an infant for your sins. And that's great. And that's great. But I also feel like I need a couple bones broken. You know what? I can count on Vordoon for that. Or you know what? Monk. Monk is now built like a brick shithouse, and he could rock my entire world. There we go. We got that skip. I was looking for it this whole time. Find me and Sleepy can tag team. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Not much, been chilling. How are you, big guy? I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. School's almost done. We're back in stream time, except I think I actually... Oh my god, I'm late. Oopsie. Gang, I gotta go. Okay, hang on. We're gonna at least get to the start of the next zone, and that's where we'll start from next time we play this. Which I do want to play this more, because I feel like it's difficult. Listen, I got ADHD. I'm medicated starting tomorrow, but it's difficult for me to just chat, you know? I gotta be doing something with my hands, and I think this is a good thing to do with my hands while we chat. Late? Yeah, I'm late. Fine, go by forever, I guess. I mean, not forever. Hang on, because I can hit the... Nope, I didn't hit anything. I'm going back to the start, and then we're gonna stop. I forgot what I was saying, Flynn, but thank you so much. Almost done with school. Streams are back, and hoping in the near future to not be as big of a guy. So my doctor has it in his head that I can lose 100 pounds. So I'm gonna follow his lead, and we'll see what happens. What the hell? No big guy. No more big guy. I mean, I'll still be a big guy, to be fair. That's so much, huh? Yeah, I know. It's a lot, dog. It's a lot. But he says he thinks that by this time next year, he could get me to like 185 to 190. And I was like, I mean, I got a pretty wide build. Is that feasible? And he was like, so a wide build is a myth, apparently. It's in the same league as being big boned. That's 100 pounds of Leon to sit on me. Wait, what? Trust me, you want that, dog. This is too much Leon to be sitting on anybody. Dance Dance Revolution, It's a Small World. And you know what? That's what we're ending on. Isn't that fucking insane? It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. I'm looking on Twitch to see if I have anywhere to send you guys, and I'm only going to do it if I can find somebody. In the ATL. If you are watching on the YouTube side, by the way, hi everybody. We stream on YouTube now. Wow, the YouTube delay is really far behind. Oh no, it's not. It's not. I was just really far behind. I didn't have my multi-stream set up today. Something about it broke. So or my multi-chat, so I didn't see you. I do need to, you know what? I do need to get the song request bot to read on both sides. You are so right, and that's my bad. Bye, Leah. Thanks for the stream. Bye, Flynn. Thank you, everybody, today for the resubs, for the support in any and all capacities. Most of all, just thank you for being here. I appreciate you all to no end. It's always a joy to see you. I almost ripped into something that would have made me really sad, but instead we're just going to end. I'm going to click over to Twitch to see whose house I'm sending you to. Rose, Abba. What are they doing? We got Creature Kitchen, Resident Evil Village. Oh, Neb is playing Dead by Daylight. Do you guys want Creature Kitchen, Resident Evil, or Dead by Daylight? You're amazing, Leon? No, literally you. I was having fun on RE8. I love that. That's what I've liked doing recently, is just finding a few homies and then just presenting the games to everybody. You know my answer? I do know your answer. I don't mind TBH, but Creature Kitchen looked good on Steam. All right. That's 2 for Creature. All right, everybody. Lead with love. Go be kind to Rose. I hope you have wonderful nights. Know that I appreciate you endlessly. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 6:30 sharp for some Pokemon yapping with Matt, and then who knows what else. I love you guys. Have an amazing night, or morning, or day, or whatever time it is for you. And always remember, genuinely please, from the bottom of my heart, always remember, Virus and Numeris, strength in numbers. Good night, everybody.